Indian National Congress has organized similar press conferences across the length and breadth of the country in order to cast or make a critical appraisal of the performance of the NDA-BJP government in the past 9 years. The reason why we decided to do it a little later in Bengaluru is because we wanted the spectre of self-eulogization which was taking place in Delhi over the weekend to settle down so that we could refocus the attention of the country on the substantive issues which are going to determine choices which people make in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections of 2024. First of all, I would like to congratulate the people of Karnataka. They have given the Indian National Congress a historic mandate. They have shown the path to the rest of the country also as to how the politics of polarization can be kept aside and real issues brought to the fore which help determine both the destiny of Karnataka and the destiny of the country. I have a very short suo motu, and we would follow that up with whatever questions you have. You see, the performance of any government is benchmarked on 5 parameters. First of all, India's external security. The second is the state of the economy. The third is social cohesion. The fourth is internal security. And the fifth is India's relations with the world or its foreign policy. And on each of these benchmarks over the past 9 years, the NDA-BJP government has come up completely short. And let me elaborate. India today faces the most unprecedented external security challenge that it has faced in a number of decades. For 3 years continuing, the Chinese People's Liberation Army has not vacated its transgression into Indian territory. All the disengagements which have taken place, whether in Gogra, whether in Hot Springs, whether in Pangsang So, all the buffer zones have been created in what is our perception or India's perception of its territory. Recently, there was a report that the Chinese in the Depsang region are asking for a buffer of 15 to 20 kilometers in Indian territory. Now, the Depsang Valley is perhaps strategically one of India's most important positions because this 1,000 kilometers plateau separates China from Pakistan. Unfortunately, rather than being upfront with the country about the Chinese transgression, the NDA-BJP government has not allowed a single discussion in Parliament since September 2020. all questions asked by members of parliament, even from the ruling party, have not been entertained on specious grounds of national security. We would, through the medium of this press conference, demand that the NDA BJP government immediately publishes a white paper on what is the situation along the line of actual control with China, how many buffer zones have been created, how many are those buffer zones in Indian territory as is being publicly stated, and how much of territory have been lost because a very senior police officer posted in Ladakh wrote an official paper for the conference of the Director Generals of Police, and in that paper that officer stated that India has lost access to 26 out of the 65 patrolling points along the line of actual control. This translates into about 2,000 square kilometers of territory. Coming to the economy, last time when we had a press conference, I had at great length explained as to how inflation, how price rise has absolutely demolished household budgets. I do not want to go into those figures once again, but inflation, especially food inflation, has been the single biggest problem for household budgets across the length and breadth of the country. When the NDA BJP government came into office in the May of 2014, they said that Achhe Din Aayenge. So we have Achhe Din where a LPG cylinder is at 1300 rupees, where petrol is at 100 rupees, where diesel has exponentially risen despite the price of crude oil in the international media coming down. But what is more important is, if you would recall, and that is the purpose of this press conference, because the BJP has developed a perfection in changing the goalpost completely. They had announced that we will create 2 crore new jobs every year. It means 18 crore jobs in the past 9 years. I would like to ask the NDA BJP government, where are those 18 crore new jobs that you promised the young people of India? If you look at it in a global perspective, in any rising or emerging economy, 60% of the population is supposed to be employed. India has a population of 140 crores. This means we should have 80 crore people working. And what is the total size of the workforce in India? It is 401 million 40 crores. And there is absolutely no pathway as to how do we increase employment from 40 crores to 80 crores if you talk about a $5 trillion economy and you talk about being an emerging great power. Today, the unemployment rate as of April 2023 is 8.11%. And the economic inequality has risen to a level whereby 98 of the richest people in India own as much wealth as 500.
सुनकर देखो जी, ममता राहुल मोदी बोले लिखें जितेंद्र जी।